Welcome to Today in Psychology, your destination for all things psychological. In this video series, we're taking a unique approach to learning about psychology by breaking down important definitions and concepts, one letter at a time. Each video will cover a different letter of the alphabet and explore the key psychological terms and definitions that start with that letter.
From A for abnormal psychology to Z for zygote.
We'll cover a wide range of topics and provide you with the knowledge you need to succeed in your studies of psychology and related fields. But this series isn't just for students, it's also for anyone who's interested in understanding the inner workings of the human mind. Whether you're a parent, teacher, or simply a curious mind, these videos will provide you with a better understanding of the fascinating world of psychology. So join us on this journey as we explore the alphabet of psychology, one letter at a time, and gain a deeper understanding of the human mind and behavior. Don't forget to subscribe to Today in Psychology and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Let's dive into the world of psychology together.
Welcome to Today in Psychology. In our last video in the ABCs of Psychology, we talked about how important the study of abnormal psychology is, key figures who first studied the field, and how it helps us today. Today, we are going to learn about another important area of psychology, which is one of the most significant psychological theories of the 20th century: behaviorism. During this video, we will look at the main ideas of behaviorism, the people who first studied it, and how it is used in real life today. Let's begin our journey into the world of behaviorism by looking at what behaviorism is. Then, we will take a look at key figures that have impacted the study of behaviorism. Behaviorism is a way of understanding how people and animals act and react to things in their environment. This perspective in psychology focuses on what we can see and observe in behavior rather than what's happening inside the mind. It is the perspective that emphasizes the importance of observable behavior in understanding human and animal behavior. There have been many key figures who have made significant contributions to our understanding of these topics. Now, let's take a look at the key figures that have impacted the study of behaviorism. Today we will be looking at Ivan Pavlov, John B. Watson, and a new modern-day motivational speaker who teaches the principles of behaviorism. So, let's dive right in. History of behaviorism. Ivan Pavlov was a Russian physiologist who became famous for his experiment with dogs, in which he studied classical conditioning in the late 1890s and early 1900s. In this experiment, Pavlov observed that dogs would begin to salivate when they heard a bell ring, after they had been conditioned to associate the bell with food. This experiment demonstrated that even an involuntary bodily response, such as salivating, could be conditioned or learned through the repeated pairing of a neutral stimulus, the bell, with an unconditioned stimulus, the food. This experiment laid the foundation for the study of classical conditioning and had a significant impact on the development of behaviorism as a psychological perspective. In America, the origins of behaviorism can be traced back to the work of John B. Watson. Born in 1878 in Travelers Rest, South Carolina, Watson was widely recognized as the founder of this psychological theory. In 1913, Watson published an influential article titled Psychology as the Behaviorist Views It, in which he outlined the basic principles of behaviorism. He proposed that psychology should focus solely on observable behavior and reject the study of internal mental processes, which he believed were not directly observable and therefore not a proper subject of scientific study. B.F. Skinner was a psychologist who studied behaviorism after John B. Watson. He began his research in the 1920s and 1930s, and created a more complete version of behaviorism which he called radical behaviorism. Skinner focused on a specific way that behavior can change, called operant conditioning, which is when behavior is changed by rewards and consequences. He also came up with a way to measure how well rewards and consequences work, called schedules of reinforcement. His ideas helped behaviorism become a more popular and well-accepted theory in psychology in the 1940s and 1950s. He built on the basic principles that Watson established and gave a deeper understanding of how behavior can change through reinforcement and punishment. His work is still important today and is used in fields such as education, therapy, and animal training. During the 1940s and 1950s, behaviorism was the dominant perspective in psychology and was applied in a variety of fields such as education, therapy, and parenting. However, it faced criticism, particularly from the emerging perspective of cognitive psychology, which started to focus on the study of internal mental processes. By the 1970s, behaviorism began to decline as a dominant perspective, but it still holds some influence in the field of psychology, particularly in the areas of behavior therapy and applied behavior analysis. Additionally, its influence extends beyond psychology, as it has also had a significant impact in fields such as education, management, and animal training. Modern-day behaviorism. Do you recognize this man? He is one of the most popular names today in behaviorism is Tony Robbins. He is a well-known figure in the world of personal development and self-help, who draws heavily from the principles of behaviorism in his teachings. He is renowned for utilizing behaviorism-based techniques such as positive reinforcement, goal setting, and modeling in his seminars and books, to assist individuals in modifying their behavior and attaining their aspirations. One of the central tenets of behaviorism that Robbins emphasizes is the significance of taking action and developing new habits. He asserts that in order to bring about a change in one's behavior, consistent action towards a desired outcome is imperative. This principle aligns with the concept of operant conditioning, where behavior is shaped by reinforcement and punishment. Robbins also incorporates NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, which is a closely related field of study that concentrates on the way people process information, communicate, and make sense of the world. He believes that by understanding the way we process information, we can alter our beliefs, attitudes, and behavior. In his seminars and books, Robbins encourages individuals to take charge of their thoughts, emotions, and actions. He teaches that by understanding the power of our mind and utilizing tools such as visualization, goal setting, and self-talk, we can change our behavior and achieve success. His methods have been known to help many people improve their lives, and he continues to be a celebrated figure in the self-help industry. In conclusion, behaviorism is a psychological theory that focuses on observable behavior as the primary means of understanding and studying human and animal behavior. It was developed by John B. Watson and later expanded upon by B.F. Skinner. The theory suggests that behavior is shaped and modified through reinforcement and punishment, and that internal mental processes are not directly observable and therefore not a proper subject of scientific study. It's important to note that behaviorism has had a significant impact in the field of psychology, and also in other areas such as education, management, and animal training. Despite criticism, many people find the principles of behaviorism useful in personal development and self-help, as exemplified by Tony Robbins and other motivational speakers. The future of behaviorism is somewhat controversial, as it has been criticized for being too limited in its focus on observable behavior and for not considering internal mental processes. However, some researchers and practitioners continue to find value in the principles and methods of behaviorism and believe that it can still be useful in certain areas of psychology and applied fields. We hope this article was informative and engaging for you to stay current on the latest developments in behaviorism. We encourage you to like and subscribe to our channel. The next video in our series will delve into the various concepts and theories, starting with the letter C, cognitive behavioral therapy. Don't miss out on this great opportunity to expand your knowledge in cognitive behavioral therapy.